Otona Joshi no Anime Time is a combination of 4 episode-length short stories following average women in their late 30s and early 40s. What makes this anime unique is how these mundane stories are so down-to-earth and touching. Although the anime was intended for women, I think it's an experience everyone can enjoy for various reasons. I appreciated how the anime took a look at numerous lifestyles that often go unnoticed and underappreciated. One story follows an estranged wife who left her neglectful and abusive husband to live alone. Although she's technically still married, she falls in love with a sanitation worker at first sight. I know this sort of event has probably never happened before, but it's not so much about how they came together as it is about their actual life together moving forward. Eventually, they decide to live together, and what we get is a wholesome and heartwarming experience. It's easy to see how caring she is considering how much effort she puts into her food. She knows we are what we eat, and she wants the best for the one she loves, which previously included her husband, who took her love for granted. In addition to the warm, loving atmosphere this episode provides, I also appreciated their depiction of the dangers of sanitation work. It's a difficult job that often goes unappreciated. The next story follows a melancholic 39-year-old woman who devoted her life to work by default. She's been in several relationships but never truly felt a love like her first boyfriend. She's depressed because she often thinks back on the top 10 moments of her life, which all happened before she turned 18. Although she's currently in a rut, she has high spirits for the upcoming school reunion and hopes of seeing her childhood love once again. Another story follows a Japanese mother coming home from living abroad in America. It's easily the most simplistic story of the 4, but it's still touching nonetheless. It depicts a retrospection on the love of her life and the complicated emotions that come as a result. I appreciated the simplistic and carefree atmosphere as it's primarily set in a flashback to her time working in a bakery. My favorite story of the 4 follows an unhappily married woman who's constantly being neglected or disrespected by her family. Her mother desires constant contact, her husband is indifferent and takes her efforts for granted, and her children are downright rude and disrespectful. I love how realistically they depicted her descent into depression as her tireless efforts go unnoticed and stress becomes unbearable. She cooks, cleans, and even works a part-time job at a grocery store at such late hours that her only choice is to ride a bike even in the rain. While these 4 stories are similar in terms of their depiction of underappreciated women and their articulate facial expressions and body language, they differ in terms of their conclusions. Some of these stories feature a heartwarming and loving ending, while others are bittersweet or ironic. If I were to rank them, it would be married grocery store worker, sanitation worker, baker, and lastly, the school reunion story. These episodes aren't numbered, and you don't have to watch them in any particular order, but I did have to look harder to find the bakery story as it's considered a separate anime on some databases, but not on Mal. I give Otona Joshi no Anime Time a 9 out of 10. Not only does it tell stories you typically don't see in anime, but it executed them very well and created several emotional experiences within a 2-hour window. I recommend this anime to everyone, and I don't see why anyone wouldn't like it. If you decide to check out Anime Time, come back and tell me what you think. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and share with a friend so we can spread the wonders of this hidden gem that only 6,000 people on my anime list have seen. Thanks to Nea-chan for a 3rd-tier Patreon support, and I'll see you tomorrow with my review of Horus, Prince of the Sun. See you then.